Have you ever found yourself reminiscing about the good old days? Thinking back to a time when everything just seemed to be going right? That's exactly where we find the man named Job in chapter 29 of his story. He's taking a long, hard look at his past, a time when he felt God's friendship was like a protective tent over his home. His children were around him, and life was flowing with abundance, like streams of olive oil. In those days, Job was a respected leader. When he walked into the city gates, the young men would step aside, and the elders would stand up in respect. He was a voice for the voiceless, a champion for the poor and the fatherless. He rescued those who were suffering and brought joy to the grieving. People listened to his advice and waited for his words like a parched field waits for rain. He was confident, thinking he would live a long life, prosperous and secure, like a tree with deep roots and branches glistening with dew. Life was good, and he felt blessed and highly favored. But then, the story takes a sharp, painful turn in chapter 30. It's like a sudden plunge from a sunny mountaintop into a dark, cold valley. The very people who once respected him now mock him. He says that even young men, whose fathers he wouldn't have trusted with his sheepdogs, now laugh at him. The respect he once commanded has completely vanished. He's become an outcast, a subject of their scornful songs. They spit in his direction and show him no mercy. Job's pain is not just emotional, it's deeply physical. He describes his body being racked with constant gnawing pain. His days are filled with suffering, and his nights offer no rest, only terrifying dreams. He feels like God has thrown him into the mud, leaving him feeling like dust and ashes. He cries out to God, but it feels like he's met with silence. The God he once felt so close to now seems distant and harsh. It's a complete reversal of his former life. His joy has turned into mourning, and his songs have become cries of sorrow. This dramatic shift from chapter 29 to 30 is one of the most powerful parts of Job's story. It shows us the stark reality of suffering. One day you can be on top of the world, and the next, you can feel like you're at rock bottom. Job's experience is a raw and honest portrayal of what it feels like when life falls apart. He doesn't hold back his anguish or confusion. He lays it all out there, his past glory and his present agony. What can we take away from this? Job's story reminds us that life is unpredictable. It also validates the feelings of anyone who has gone through immense loss. It's okay to grieve what you've lost. It's okay to question and cry out when you're in pain. Job's honesty is a powerful reminder that we can bring our whole selves to God, our joys, our sorrows, our faith, and our doubts. His journey through suffering is long and difficult. But it's a story that ultimately points us toward a deeper, more resilient faith, one that can weather even the most devastating storms. Thank you for watching. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more reflections on timeless wisdom. See you next time.